Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. Today, inshallah ta'ala, I'm going to share 4 practical tips to help you improve your Arabic language. Arabic language, no doubt, is fundamentally important for a student of knowledge. And it's something that especially the Muslims who are living in the West may struggle with. And so with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you try to implement these 4 steps, inshallah ta'ala, you will see an improvement in your Arabic language, inshallah. Tip number 1 is to choose the right book for your level. No doubt, choosing the right book is critical for your journey in learning Arabic. If you have a well-structured book, then this will provide you with a solid foundation. And there are many options out there for a student of knowledge. The one that we are going to recommend today is the book Al-Arabiya Bayna Yadayk. The reason we recommend this book is because it has been designed for non-Arabs and it takes you from beginner level all the way to advanced levels. At the same time, you cover all the essentials of learning a language: the speaking, the writing, the listening and the reading. And on top of that as well, the content of the lessons are Islamic as well. Sometimes in the book you might come across ayahs of the Qur'an or a hadith of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. So that makes this book relevant for tullabul ilm. So you should try your best to focus on one unit at a time, making sure you've memorized all of the vocabulary from that unit, making sure you've understood the grammar that is taught in that unit, making sure you can understand the conversations in each unit as well. And also from the benefits of Al-Arabiya Bayna Yadayk is that every unit is similar in terms of the structure. You will find 3 conversations, then you will find activities for reading, activities for writing and so on. Yani this same pattern is followed for all of the units. Tip number 2 is to memorize vocabulary. If you are learning a new language, then vocabulary is of utmost importance. And so every day you should try to at least memorize 5 new words. And if you can do more, even better. The point is, set yourself a realistic goal in terms of how many words you can learn a day and be consistent in that. Secondly, organize your vocabulary list. So have a page or a book specifically for verbs, where you write down the past, the present, the command, etc. Have another book or another part of the book where you collect all nouns and you write the singular and the plural. In that way you have all of your vocabulary in one place, so it's easily accessible for you whenever you want to revise. And that's my 3rd tip, which is make time for revision. So as well as memorizing vocabulary, you're also taking the time to revise previous words. So you might have a list of 30 words on each page. So if you've memorized 5 every day, make sure you're reviewing 30 as well. In that way, you're combining between new words and revising the old words as well. And finally, take advantage of those tools that will allow you to memorize. So for example, a tool for creating flashcards. Either you can create the flashcards by yourself on paper, or you can use an app like Anki, which is available on your phone. So whenever you're walking around, whenever you're walking to the masjid, for example, you can quickly open up the app and you can review all of the vocabulary that you've taken. So if you get into that habit of always collecting your vocabulary into the Anki app and organizing it into folders for Unit 1, for Unit 2, or Book 1A, Book 1B, etc., then this would be a fantastic resource for you. And whenever you need to, you can always quickly recap your vocabulary. Tip number 3 is to speak to an Arab for 15 minutes a day, whether that's your teacher or whether that's a native speaker. The point is that you dedicate at least 15 minutes a day to speak to somebody in Arabic. Doing this will improve your pronunciation, it will build your confidence, and it will give you real-time feedback as well. During those 15 minutes, talk about anything. Talk about your daily routine, talk about your interests, talk about your plans for the future. The point is, as you are learning the Arabic language, you need that opportunity to be able to practice what you have learnt. You can take advantage of websites such as Preply, where you can search for people to have these types of conversations with. And so if you implement this for 15 minutes a day and you do this consistently, then you will see a great improvement in your Arabic language. Tip number 4 is to try to have a conversation with Chat GPT. If you're unable to talk to somebody in Arabic, then take advantage of this app, which allows you to have a conversation anywhere you are, any time of the day. You'd want to begin by giving the correct prompt to ChatGPT. So you might say to it, I want to speak with you in Arabic, and if I make any mistakes, please correct me. You might then say, my topic that I would like to speak about today is my daily routine. And then after that, begin the conversation. And you'll find that whenever you make mistakes, it will correct you. Now, at the end of this conversation, what you could do is you can type a message to ChatGPT and ask it to provide you all of the new vocab from that conversation. Not only all the vocab, but example sentences of how to use that vocabulary as well. So no doubt ChatGPT is a fantastic tool that will tailor the conversation to suit your level. And with consistency, inshallah ta'ala, you will see that improvement in your Arabic language. So to recap, these 4 tips, inshallah ta'ala, will help you to improve your Arabic language. And that is to, number 1, choose the right book that is suitable to you. Number 2, make sure you are systematically memorizing vocabulary. Number 3 is to speak with a teacher or an Arab for 15 minutes a day. And number 4, make use of ChatGPT by having conversations with it as well. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase us all in the knowledge of the Arabic language as a means for us to get closer to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sunnah of his messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to aid us all in the path of seeking knowledge. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.